Hey guys, it's Paul from The Awesomer, and today we are checking out the brand new 2026 Polestar 4. This is the dual motor, all-wheel drive version with 544 horsepower. It's a beautiful look. I love the overall line of this car. It's somewhere between a four-door coupe and a low-to-the-ground crossover. So this is the performance model. So you see here we have 22-inch wheels with these orange Polestar caliper covers. Even a little orange accent on the valve stem cover. So there's the Polestar logo, which may not be familiar to too many of you because they don't make that many cars, but I think it's kind of a cool minimal logo. The overall look is sleek and modern. The headlights are kind of a play on the Volvo Thor's Hammers headlights, but they're kind of split down the middle, which gives it a unique look that's distinctively Polestar. So one thing that's been a little controversial, but didn't bother me when I was driving, is that there is no rear window on the Polestar 4. This is designed to give a little extra headroom and space for the rear seat passengers. And you'll see here, there's a camera that's mounted to the roof. It's got a little shelter over it, keeps dirt off of it. It gives you a really, really crisp picture. Like a lot of modern cars, especially EVs, you get these flush mount door handles. Press the button and they open up, as do the mirrors. Let's take a look inside. Now, Polestar has used sustainable materials throughout their vehicles. They're using recycled materials where they can. These seats that are in this particular Polestar 4 are extremely comfortable. They have a really nice sort of body-hugging feel to them. They have heat, ventilation, and massage features built into the front seats. The back seats are heated, and one of the neat little splashes that you see in Polestar vehicles are these orange seat belts. It's sort of the one area where they get a little flashy. Everything else is very minimal and clean. Pretty much every surface on the interior of this car is soft touch. This is soft. This is a fabric which has like a weave in it and has lighting in it for nighttime. This is all soft touch materials here on the center console. You obviously have soft touch seats. You have a soft box here. And it's all very, very nice. There's no hard plastics here in the interior, something that is rare in vehicles these days. So Polestar wanted to focus on a design scheme that they call soft tech. And what you notice is it's sort of a lot of curved surfaces, nothing really hard edged, everything's soft and technical fabrics that you might find on athletic shoes. And the overall look is very modern and sporty. In terms of acceleration, the Polestar 4 is something special, especially in this dual motor version. It'll go from 0 to 60 in just 3.7 seconds. It's instant torque because you're dealing with a battery-powered system. Now, the Polestar 4 handles really fantastically. It's got a large battery pack underneath, which gives it a nice low center of gravity. The suspension tuning is great in this performance model especially. I like that you can adjust the adaptive damping. So if you want a little softer ride, that's great. If you want something that's more for everyday engaging driving, you can adjust to that. But then there's a firm mode, which gives you really great feedback and really keeps body roll under control. So the one trade-off you have with the dual motor 544 horsepower model is that you only get about 280 miles of driving range, whereas in the rear wheel drive single motor that only has 277 horsepower, you get a little over 300 miles of EPA driving range. While this comes with a CCS charge port that supports DC fast charging, it does not come with an NACS port built into the car. Like earlier Polestars, they're going to give you an NACS adapter that you can use at Tesla supercharger stations. In addition to the 10.2-inch digital dashboard that can also incorporate a map and show you information when you're in pilot assist mode, we have a 15.4-inch widescreen display that's built into the dash. This is really nice that they've gone with a landscape instead of portrait orientation like some other Polestar vehicles. This is running the latest and greatest version of Android Automotive software. It has the ability to do split screen and adjust to show multiple applications at the same time. You have the ability to create your own favorite apps and favorite shortcuts and move the widgets around. So when we dig in a little bit deeper into the touchscreen interface, you have a full suite of vehicle controls here for adjusting driving dynamics and all the features inside and outside the car. This is where you can tune in your one-pedal driving mode, open up the charge port. If you go into the drive modes, you can adjust sort of every parameter that you want, from the suspension to the steering, to how hill descent control works, and whether you're in performance mode. You can really trick it out and go into performance with firm steering and a firm suspension. In keeping with the desire for a minimalist design, Polestar did not include any sort of manual adjustments for the climate vents. So you actually go into this screen in the climate system and you can drag and drop the position of your vents and how you want them to angle into the cabin. So here's a pretty neat feature. The ambient lighting that wraps around the cabin here, instead of just changing colors on the screen, you change planets. So we can switch to Mars or Jupiter or Saturn. And if you stick around long enough, you might get a little Easter egg. There's a little Polestar 6. So one of the quick controls that I highly recommend putting on your favorites is the button to open the glove box, because there is no physical button for opening and closing the glove box. So there's a nice sized storage area under the floating center console. This is a good spot for a purse or a small bag. And then on top of the console, you can see that we have a sliding aluminum door that provides access to the cup holders. And then right here is a wireless charging tray. This is one of those trays where you can't really see the screen on your phone, but it does show you on the touch screen if it's charging. These are the controls that you're going to use for accessing and adjusting the pilot assist feature. And then these controls on the right adjust what you're going to see on the display, and also can be used to control mirror positioning. So when you choose to control your mirrors from the center screen here, you'll use this little touch panel to adjust left, right, up, down on your mirrors. So as I mentioned, the rear seat has exceptional headroom for a car like this, and it's very spacious back here. And as you can see, as I mentioned before, there is no rear window. Instead, you have a spacious back row with very good headroom and very good legroom as well. These rear seats can recline. They have their own independent climate control back here. And this particular model has the upgraded screen that allows you to access and control climate and some of the other settings for these back seats. So a nifty feature is the electrochromic panoramic roof. Not only does it bring a lot of light into the car, it has a frosted look to it in its default state. But if I just press one little button on the touchscreen, now we can see through to the sky. As you'd expect with an EV, there's no engine under the hood, and instead you have a small storage area in the front. This is probably big enough for a first aid kit, or a small backpack, or some tools or accessories, or a charging cable. You're not going to put luggage in here, obviously, but it's a nice little space for some extra storage. As you can see, there's very good cargo space compared to a typical coupe, especially when you fold the rear seats down. So to wrap things up, I really did enjoy my time driving the Polestar 4. It offers a very smooth and quiet and comfortable ride, but is also incredibly quick off the line. The interior is very, very nice, stylish, but not overdone. It's a clean and modern environment, which is what you would expect from a Swedish car company. So given the fact that the average car price in America is about $50,000 now, the Polestar 4 doesn't seem that expensive for a luxury vehicle. It starts at $56,000 roughly for the rear-wheel drive version. When you get into the dual motor, it starts around $63,000, and then a fully equipped performance model like this one here is close to $75,000. There are no government incentives anymore, so that's a little bit of a downside when you're talking about EVs. But on the plus side, there have been a lot of good deals from car dealerships, and so I wouldn't doubt that we see some deals on the Polestar 4 when it actually starts hitting dealerships.